All right. Let's go, chat. We're ready. Okay. We're ready. We're ready. Okay. We're good. Let's go. Sorry for the wait. All right. Let's go. Should I put face tracking on this? I don't think so. So, back to what we was doing. Let's go back to live stream. Hey, keep me posted on if the status goes low. So let's go ahead and get it. Let's get it. Tomoe Shigaraki's body will morph into the optimal shape. All right. Chapter 366 is titled Peach. All right, Peach. Okay. PG clean. Let's get it. His passion of destruction gave birth to a swollen cluster of fingers, ideal for inflicting devastation while also shielding him from any threat. However, the heroes prevailed. The heroes. Yeah. He was saying that they actually was able to to hurt him or harm him last chapter. So that's probably what they're referring to. Let's go ahead and get it. Let's get it. I'm excited. With erasure rendering regeneration impossible, the accumulated damage, in addition to the mental stress he had endured, drove Shigaraki to the brink. Why is his body breaking? His body's breaking out from the inside, it looks like. It's weird. At that point, his body evolved into its ape. Hey yo. Shiggy is, this is crazy. And his family's body is, this is crazy, yo. This is, oh wow. Perfectly crafted to deal with the threats he faces. And this is crazy because this is him coping. This is literally Shiggy coping, yo. This is literally Shiggy coping. His body changed into a big thing for him to cope, for him to protect himself from the things that threaten him. It says to deal with the threats he faced. That's false. He's not dealing with them. Oh, let me not go deep. Let me not go deep on the stream. Y'all know. Oh my gosh. This is beautiful. This is amazing. I'm done with your crap. Oh, Miracle, you're probably done. Miracle, you're probably done. You're probably done, Miracle. You should just stop right now. With all due respect, you know what I'm saying? Actually, the stream's over. All right, the stream's over. Miracle is done. All right, chat. Miracle it's over. There's no way if his body actually turned into his perfect form. There's no way that she's going to be able to do anything. Okay, chat, I was expecting her to get mollywopped, but I wasn't expecting this. I was not expecting this type of mollywopping. She got thrashed. She got thrashed. Chat. Chat. Hey, yo. Yeah, and look at the size of Shiggy. Yeah, y'all right. Look at the size of Shiggy. He's ginormous. He's freaking huge. And the crazy part about this, is that this is Shiggy's actual body. So like, this is not a quirk. This is not gigantification. This is his literal body. He is officially a monster. Like he is officially he turned into a mutant. So like this is not a mutant quirk. He turned into one. That's interesting. That is interesting. I wonder how Deku's going to handle that, because my goodness. Yeah, Mirko's done, though. Mirko's done, yo. Mirko's done, yo. Mirko is done. Let me change it back. Mirko! Oh, my gosh. Look at Tamaki. Tamaki with these expressions, yo. Oh, he did a smash. Mirio. No way. Mirio better not have gotten hit. Mirio better not have gotten hit. If Mirio got caught lacking, oh my gosh. Mirio did not get caught lacking. There's no way. Why is Tamaki saying Mirio? Do not do that to me, Tamaki. Do not. Okay, Nejire Hado is coming in. She's trying to do a Nejire Pike again, it seems. Why does he look like, he looks like that one character, that one student from class B, right in this picture. Shiggy does. He looks like that one student from class B. I forget his name. The green praying mantis looking, looking character. I was about to say monkey. Wow, that's wild. Oh, that's wild. Let's continue. All right. Listen, we do not do that here. We do not condone that here, okay? We do not condone, even though I was the one who said it, we do not condone that here, okay? All right. It's ridiculous. Kamakiri, yes. Don't. Shiggy. Yo, Shiggy is really, oh my gosh. It's sad because I feel like Mirio right now is like Deku. I feel like Mirio is Deku. Somebody who is like hopelessly not able to save his friends, while at the same time can't use the fullest, can't use his powers to actually benefit him in this way. It's just, man, he threw rubble at her, and she actually got hit. Nejire actually got hit. I know just how powerless you are. Oh my gosh. If it's just me, he won't even look anymore. Oh my gosh, she's despairing. Oh my gosh, Mirio is despairing. Don't fall. Don't fall to Mirio. You don't need to get hit, because if Mirio gets hit, it's a one-shot done shot. Like, you're done. It's over. Look at Shiggy. Oh my goodness. Don't try to fix what someone broke. That's kind of deep. That's kind of deep right now. That's kind of deep right there. That's kind of deep right there. I ain't gonna cap. I can't even cap, yo. No, not Best Genius. Okay, yeah, I see why people say the art, because these panels are actually quite ridiculously dynamic right now. Oh my gosh. He's protected himself by shifting to a defensive form. Is that his final form? Oh, that must mean that he might have an offensive form, or another form that can kind of, Mirio's going under the, yeah, Mirio's out, bro. Mirio is out. He's trying to do something. Yo, these panels are immaculate right now. Best Genius is gonna wire him up. Oh my gosh. Look at Shiggy. Look at Shiggy. He is just trying to, bro. He is trying to end this. Shiggy is trying to end it. And he, oh yeah, I think he broke what's her name's hand. He broke Mirio's hand, I think. Oh my gosh, yeah, Mirio, I feel so bad. I really feel so bad right now. I feel bad. Mirio is like, dang it, is this really? Wait, look at everyone. Nejire's down, Tamaki's down, Best Genie's about to get clapped, right? And then, oh my gosh, Mirko, he folded her into a tree to make the tree fold. Look at the tree. Look at the tree. Is this really? Oh my God. Don't bring Sir Nana into this. Do not bring Sir Nana into this, Mirio. Dude, you can't do that. You can't bring him into this. You can't. This is gonna be a sad moment. You can't despair because, oh my God, this is so. Oh man, his facial expressions is just. Oh man, you gotta love Mirio. Mirio, you'll become a finer hero than anyone else. How? Oh my gosh, he didn't lie. Did he? He didn't lie. Did he? Y'all think he lied, chat? Chat, y'all think he lied? Y'all think y'all think Tornado lied and told Mirror that he's gonna be a fine hero even though he's not, because he's about to die, so he can give him hope potentially, so that maybe he can change his fate? Ooh. Ooh. Night Eye, because Deku changed his fate, so maybe he believes that he can change his fate. Ooh. 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 He was like, because Deku changed his fate, I see a different fate for you. You can change your fate. And that's probably why Mirio is going crazy like this. We need to lift the electromagnetic barrier. Just for a moment. Is Deku coming? Oh! Is Deku coming? Hold up. Is Deku here? No way. Stop. You can't. Stop playing. Deku ain't here. Deku is not here. Is Deku here? It'll take 2 seconds. So please hold on somehow. What? Hey, wait a minute. 2 seconds is way too. Oh my gosh. No. Shiggy is like a demon out right now. 2 seconds, Mirio. Mirio, we need 2 seconds from you. We need 2 seconds from you, Mirio. We need 2 seconds from you. We only need 2 seconds. We only need 2 seconds. Do something. Evolve your quirk. Don't tell me you're gonna evolve it. Oh my gosh, he's panicking. He's stressing. What can I do? How can I? You are powerless. He won't even look at me. Wait, that's not it. I need to attract his attention one way or another. Think. Do not die, Mirio. Do not die, Mirio. Do not try to unpermeate your body to try to see if you can do something smart, okay? You're gonna be stupid. I need you to survive, right? First off, this panel is amazing. Oh my gosh. But how? I don't have enough power to pull that off. Mirio, keep smiling. Oh! Mirio's gonna die, chat. Mirio's gonna die. Mirio's gonna die, chat. Mirio's gonna die. Oh my gosh, this is so upsetting. A society without cheer and humor. Oh, he's about to die. I know he's going to. Oh, don't get emotional. Do not get emotional. You're good, Wise. You're better than this. You're a strong man. You're a strong hero. Mirio, dude. Oh my gosh. Oh, I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I'm so scared. I am so scared. Oh, this is emotional chapter for me. I'm not gonna lie. Keep smiling. Oh, will not have. What? That doesn't make you. Hey, you. Check this out. Ain't no way, Mirio. Mirio said, yo, look at the cakes. Oh my gosh, Horikoshi is built different. Horikoshi is built different, yo. Horikoshi is built different, yo. Hey, yo, I'm crying with tears. Horikoshi is built different. I don't see. There's only one mangaka that can do something like this, and that's Oda Sensei. Oda Sensei. Yo. Horikoshi is top one. Horikoshi is. He actually got. Oh my gosh, I can't. Oh my gosh. Will not have a bright future? Wait, what? Oh, a society without humor, without cheers and humor would not have a... Yo, Horikoshi is top one. Horikoshi is top. Look at this, look at the fade on his head. He's stressing. Oh my gosh, that's why the chapter is titled Peach. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Yo, I can. Whoa, hold up. The art changed drastically. Hold up. Whoa. Hold on, how long? Oh, we kind of getting close to the bottom. Oh, no, you better not. Why do I see a cape? Why do I see flames? Why do I see a cape? Why do I see Deku? Oh, I'm excited. Deku is heated, it looks like. That's smoke screen. It gotta be, right? It's either smoke screen or it's the second user Quirk. Yeah, this art is just astronomical right now. Oh, he's calm. Oh, he's calm. Oh, he's calm. He's calm. He's calm. He's calm. He's calm. He's using one for all. You see it, but he's calm. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Deku's about to kick him. Yeah, Deku's about to kick him right in the face. No, this better not be the last. This better, no. If I scroll down and I see the end of the next chapter, if I see conclusion, I better freaking not. I better freaking not see the conclusion to no chapter right now. I better freaking not. You cannot tell me this is not it. There's no way. Okay, there's more. Good. He's looking down. No, this better not be the conclusion of the chapter. No, this is the conclusion. This is it. Yep. This is it. This is it. I told you he was gonna kick him. I told you he was going to. Wow, this panel is astronomical. This panel is astronomical. This panel is actually really astronomical. Hold up. Okay, so there's a lot going on. So he obviously used foe, because there's no way he's not going to be able to use foe. But he also has Black Whip showing. So if he has Black Whip. Oh, okay, that's why. So yeah, by the way, Deku is not faster. He did not blitz Shigaraki. Okay, slow down. Okay, now I need to say that now because I know Deku Charge is gonna go crazy. Oh my gosh, he's faster than Bakugo. No, he's not faster than Bakugo. Okay, he's not. Okay, he used Black Whip as a slingshot again. Okay, so let's just we gotta end that. But this is actually a beautiful panel. Like I'm talking about, this panel is actually really beautiful. What do you mean he blitzed? He was literally in the slingshot. He was in the slingshot when Shigaraki looked up. That's not a blitz. What? No, that's not a blitz. He's in the slingshot. Let me show y'all. No. We're not doing this. We're not doing this, chat. He's literally in the slingshot. He's literally in the slingshot right here. He is literally in the slingshot. That is not a blitz. That's not his natural speed. He's using a slingshot to enhance his speed. That is not his natural speed. You're not gonna do this, chat. You're not gonna do this. 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 That is not his natural speed. He hit the speed definitely blitz Shiggy. But he is not faster than Deku. I'm sorry, but Deku is not faster than Bakugo. Bakugo's natural speed blitz Shiggy. This is enhanced speed by other objects. Am I pointing to the right thing? Like Shiggy was walking towards Bakugo, and the next thing he knew it, he was behind him. In this case, he's already in the slingshot. It's not like he wasn't in the slingshot. He got there quick enough. No, you're not gonna do that. Bro, why does it matter the speed? The reason why it matters is because people would say that Deku was like freaking astronomically faster. Deku speed. This is not Deku speed in the sense that his actual speed, like from his body, right? This is a slingshot, right? That's like if All Might, think about it like this, right? Like if All Might and Deku were fighting together, right? Or like they were fighting together, right? And they were fighting against Shigaraki. And like All Might grabbed Deku and like threw him at Shiggy. Would you call that a blitz? You wouldn't say Deku blitzed him. You would say All Might threw him. So in this case, it's the same thing. It's a slingshot that's throwing him to Shiggy. Does that make sense? So yes, the 100% power is 100% power, but this is not the same thing, right? This is not the same thing, right? Bakugo can do that. Bakugo can have this level of speed in his form, like in his, well, it's not base, but in his like awakened form. Deku can't. I need to mention, the reason why I need to mention that is because people like yo, man, they're gonna take this and they're gonna take this and run this to the ground. They're gonna take this and run this into the ground. I promise you. They're gonna take this and run. I promise you, chat. I promise you. They're gonna take this and run this into the ground. They're gonna take this and run this into the ground. They really are. So full 100% did not. Full 100% did not blitz Shiggy, or rather, let me correct myself. Full 100% is an artificially made speed right now, right? With a slingshot. So it's not full 100%, right? If that makes sense. Oh, no. Don't connect it from there. No. I don't want this to connect. Yeah, this is a good chapter though. I definitely wouldn't say it was a 10 out of 10. I don't think it's a 10. I mean, I'll definitely say it's an 8 out of 10. It's 8 out of 10. Definitely, it definitely needed. But heck no. Do you think Deku will eventually be able to use 100% in the second quirk during this battle? He's gonna have to. There's no other way. Deku fans going 10 out of 10 because Deku. So that explains. I definitely don't think this is a 10 out of 10 chapter. I don't think that's the case at all. I would say like a solid 7, 8 out of 10. But this is a good chapter though. Deku is overflowing with 𝚲𝚘𝚎𝚑𝚝 in that panel. Yeah, he really is. Like, especially this panel. I love this panel. Like, this panel is beautiful. This panel right here is beautiful. Great, beautiful panel. Like, this is very beautiful panel. Was it 8 because of art? I'll say 8 because of the chapter is 8, in my opinion. But yeah, no. So yeah, like Bakugo is speed blitzing Deku. Bakugo is I'm talking about, he is speed blitzing Deku. Like with like zero questions at all. Like Bakugo is speed blitzing Deku. Like it's not even close. Deku wouldn't even be able to get into the slingshot fast enough for him to even be able to do a full 100% for him to be able to keep up. And even if that's the case, Bakugo still be, in my opinion, speed blitzing that because he can do it multiple times. So all he needs to do is just react faster than you, which he can, and then attack you again, like within a second, which he can. So yeah, Deku is definitely no. I just need everybody to understand that. Bakugo's visit any version of Deku except for 100%. No. You can't say except for 100% because Bakugo scales to full 100% or higher. I think there's a clear distinction between this, like this Shiggy, right? This Shiggy looking over at Deku because obviously he's like, huh? So he's like, huh? And looks over and gets kicked. Whereas he sees Bakugo, he actively tries to, he's actually moving towards Bakugo, can't see him, gets blitzed, attacks Bakugo, gets blitzed again, Bakugo comes, attacks him, Shiggy attacks again, Bakugo ends up right behind, like it's just a completely different thing, right? It's just that Bakugo's body was not going to be able to sustain that at this particular point in time, or at that particular point in time. But outside of that, without a shadow of a doubt, full 100%. You know, and I'm sorry, they're both relative. They're both relative in they're both relative in speed. I would give the because full 100% is not about, doesn't add in like agility and mobility. So because it's just a straight line. You can't be agile and mobile with a slingshot. You can't. It's impossible. So unless you have like a ridiculously a ton of force to be able to stop yourself from movement, which is not something that Deku has. So full 100% doesn't. It's just not even on the same scaling as the agility and mobility that you get from Bakugo just being Bakugo. Exactly. Like if let's say if Bakugo's blast blew these pillars away, Deku's not doing this feat, Deku is not like if Bakugo was if Deku and Bakugo and Shigaraki were in a desert together and they were fighting or whatever, Bakugo would just be blitzing everybody. Like I just it. Do you think to cultivate and refine one for all, do you need a master 100? Yes, you do. You can't cultivate something that you haven't, I mean, I can't say that. Well, yes, you can. You can't cultivate something you don't have a mastery on. You can't add into something that you don't have a mastery on. And when I mean mastery, it's like just 100%. But yeah, this was a great chapter. I definitely don't think it's a 10 out of 10. It definitely, this is a 10 out of 10 moment in all of My Hero Academia for me. This is a 10 out of 10 moment, 100%. But if Horikoshi ever just like had like 2 weeks instead of 1 week to get a chapter out, this type of art right here, this type of like quality consistently, oh my gosh, I can just imagine. I can really just imagine. So and what is the reason? Because it has never been stated. I don't think that logic makes sense. So so I do have a reason, but I don't think the logic of, because it never says specifically that you have to master one for all 100% in order to add unto it. I don't think. Okay, think about it like this, right? It is impossible for Deku to have a 100% if he can add into one for all before mastering the quirk. Think about it, right? So let's say you have let's say you have a cup of water, and let's say you have 2 cups of water, right? Or rather, you have a cup of water, and then you have another cup that's empty, right? And then this is All Might pouring one for all into Deku, right? So now, every time Deku like kind of gets he pushes his body to the brink and he goes up a percentage, to different percentages. Let's say he gets, we're gonna keep it simple, a 2% increase in one for all. 100% will not be 100% at all if that's the case, right? Because in the grand scheme of things, 100% should be over 100% on All Might scaling. However, all of the techniques and all of the scaling that Deku is doing in the story only scales up to All Might level. So Deku is saying 100% of his power only scales up to an All Might level feat, which is what full 100% is. He said that, he's faster than a bullet train or whatever it's called, right? Whatever it's called, which is something that they seen All Might do often, right? Everything that he has done is scaled only to All Might. So if in fact you are making the case or making the argument that Deku has been adding, or that you can add a stockpile ability or energy into the quirk without mastering it, then you would imply inevitably that Deku is at that Deku's 100% is over All Might's 100%. But that is just not the case based on how the story is actually telling the story, how Horikoshi is telling the story, right? So at the end of the day, he never said his 100% is above All Might's 100%, but only equals since the beginning of the series. Exactly. So every single instance of the entire story, every single time Deku used 100%, they was like, oh my gosh, this is like All Might's power. Oh my god, why this power is similar to All Might's or something? Like that's literally what has been going on, right? And So for anybody to say something, for anybody to say like, oh my gosh, Deku has stockpiled more energy into it, it's just false. It's not backed up by the story, because if he has, then why is he saying, if he's stockpiled energy into it, why is he saying I can only go as far as All Might did, right? And I'm pretty sure the same situation was with All Might. All Might was getting beat up by Gran Torino, remember? But it wasn't because All Might, when he was training at 17, 18 years old, he was getting beat up by Gran Torino because he was facing against Nana Shimura's version of One for All. But All Might was different because he can use One for All. He can use 100% the moment he got the quirk. So he was able to cultivate the power the moment he got the quirk because he was able to use 100% because his body is different. It makes sense as to why that's the case. When the power is lesser and your body do not have to go through as much strenuous activity to actually hold the power, you're able to add in energy because there's less power for you to even, to master in the first place. But when you have a quirk for 40 years and you cultivated 40 years worth of power, and you give it to Deku, it's going to take him time to actually master it. And he has to master it before he can add into it. So at the end of the day, that is the reason why. Like, it's not stated in the story, but you have to use just basic logic. You can't agree that Deku is only scaled at All Might 100%, but then at the same time said that he adds more power, more to one for all. You can't say that. You literally cannot say that. In the slide, everything that's happening to Deku is because of All Might, not because of Deku. Respectfully, and I mean, obviously he traded himself, but that's not the point. I'm talking about like when it comes to the one for all quirk, right? When it comes to the one for all quirk and the one for all power, what gave him his power, what gave him this energy, what gave him the ability to use his quirks is All Might's cultivation of one for all, not Deku's. That's just different. Deku 1,000,000%. That 1,000,000% is not 1,000,000% though. It's hyperbole. It's just an exaggerated statement to kind of express that, his what is called a battle cry. Best output he can do without Fajin. You can't scale 1,000,000%, so you can't say that it's the best output that he can do. Deku's body just adapted to one for all, but I don't think Deku's one for all will grow within a year or two. Deku one for all will grow will grow so long as he masters one for all. And the tiny core one for all is the only quirk factor that makes Deku unlock the other 6 quirk and interact with the vestige, right? Correct. I mean, it does not increase the base one for all power, right? Correct. You're right. I think that was Fajin kicking in against Muscular, bro. No, it wasn't. He would have to store up kinetic energy. So and he didn't. He like that. I mean, he didn't store up kinetic energy in that fight. Do you think Shigaraki was somewhat off guard against Deku since he did not expect him to come so suddenly? I mean, he was already in the slingshot. That's the thing. That's it. Like he was already in the slingshot. To increase base one for all power, you need to hold one for all for like 40 years, like All Might. No, you don't. You need to master the quirk. You need to be at 100%. Once you're at 100%, then you can add unto it, right? But you don't need to have 40 years of mastery. You just need to be able to master the quirk, which only requires one single thing. I keep saying I need to make a video on it, and I just haven't. But it literally only requires one simple thing: quirk singularity. If you can have a quirk singularity body, which I believe Deku is going to evolve into, right? Similar to Shigaraki, I think Deku is going to evolve. Deku has a chance at least to evolve his body into like into an evolved state, right? Into a body that fitting for quirk singularity, right? And if he does that, then he's going to be he's pretty much breaking every limiter that he possibly can. Deku isn't at 70%. We don't know where he's at. So we seen All Might use 70%, and he yelled. He had yellow lightning and muscle. We'd never seen All Might use 70%. We've never seen All Might use 70%. Deku is most likely able to max output at 60% here. Get ready for All Might to show up and leave us all sad. No, I'm confused. Current deck, we haven't. One, I don't think Deku is beating. We don't know. We have to look at the percentage that Deku is at 1, and Deku would probably beat Endeavor because Endeavor cannot fight for long. So that's the thing. Like, it's kind of difficult to say. I mean, what you would say? Like, they have 2 minutes. If Deku beat Endeavor like 2 minutes? I mean, because Endeavor for Endeavor to beat Deku, he obviously both of them needs to go all out. But I don't think that Deku. I'm sorry. I don't. If he's at 45%, he's not beating Endeavor. Not at 45%. No. Oh, I mean, I don't know. You got. It's just so much more. I can't say no. I can't say no. It's just so much more. It's like, what environment are they in? Like, it's just like, cause like, think about it. Like if Deku doesn't have any pillars around, he's not able to use Fajin. Like this the full 100%. So like at the end of the, like literally at the end of the day, like are you saying like, are you saying what do you? It's just too much that goes into a battle. So like that's the thing. It's just too much that goes into a battle. And Endeavor need house for mobility. He doesn't need house. Okay, accelerated. You kind of scared me. You kind of scared me. Accelerated. You kind of scared me, man. Your takes are wild. Deku beats Endeavor because he needs Hawks for mobility. Endeavor doesn't need Hawks for mobility. Shigaraki has a Quirk singularity body, so the only way Deku can solo Shigaraki. What do you mean? Why y'all talking about soloing? Deku will never solo Shigaraki. Why y'all talking about soloing? He would not just suddenly master the remaining percentage left. He's not going to evolve his body right now. There's no way. Against All For One and Camino, we did see All Might have yellow lightning and a muscle boost. Yo, no, you did not see All Might use 70% one for all. There's never a single time. I'm sorry, rather, there's only one time when All Might has ever stated the percentage that he is at, that he uses, which is I think it was like 20% or something like that when he was fighting against Deku and Bakugo and the training. And I don't think he said he was using. I think he said that he was only going to use 20% of his power, and that he only typically used 20% for like mobile, as he's walking and stuff like that. But at the end of the day, like Deku is not. I'm sorry, Deku. And there's never a single time for you that All Might has ever stated that he used 70%. And I don't know if I have no idea if I remember that reading that in the manga. Maybe in the anime it showed lightning, but I definitely don't remember that in the manga. So I mean that's the thing. Like if it's in the manga, then it's more consistent. But if it's in the anime, then it's an anime only little scene. So it's probably not as consistent, right? Something that I can't bake my money on. Deku told waiting for solo Shigaraki badly. I swear, for real, it is sad. Bako would probably get up and help Deku. To be honest, I think that would be the case. Endeavor speed surpassed weakened All For One, and Hawk said he sent feathers to boost Endeavor. Yeah, you said speed, not mobility. Mobility and speed are not the same thing. You're not telling me what they said in the manga. You're telling me mobility and speed are not the same thing. Wise, I never said he would evolve his body. My point was basically that Deku cannot match Shigaraki. He needs help. Yep, he's gonna use Bakugo. All For One lost his life support mask and could not function. He was paralyzed. I don't get that. Like, why are people acting like people are saying, oh, like all for one's freaking what's the name? I'm like, Endeavor has one arm. Like, people are saying this paralyzed thing as if Endeavor has like the utmost, like all the advantages. He has one arm, chat. He literally has one arm. Who do Deku and Bakugo both would be strong? I guess I think Deku would be stronger since he protagonist. See, that's not good logic. That's not a rational way of concluding a statement like that. You can't say just because he's the main character then he's the strongest. He's stronger than Bakugo. That doesn't make sense. You gotta be like, hey, based off of these particular feats and how I interpret them, this person is stronger than the other. Like Bakugo objectively will like destroy Deku if they were to fight right now, without a shadow of a doubt. And then he wouldn't even be able to like react to it. Well, who's the strongest? Wait. Oh, I'm sorry. Hawks literally said, "All for one cannot function without the mask." Though Endeavor had no arm. One and two. Freaking what's her name? Shoot, I just lost it. Hold up. I'm thinking about like 7 things at the same time. But the whole point is, Endeavor literally has only one arm because he sacrificed himself for freaking what's her name, to save Hawks and to save Tokoyami and to save Jiro. He have one arm that got ripped off. So I mean, I don't like. That's just a whole. It's not rational. That's not a rational way of. That's not a rational way of speaking, right? Because if that's rational, okay. If I can easily come and take away your point with like one singular point, then you didn't think that you didn't think through your thoughts, your belief. Sheesh. What was I just talking about? Hawks, yeah, Hawks, yeah, all for one. Yeah, I think that's just nonsense, right? Like I think people people use the all for one thing and not realize that like Endeavor one psychologically all for one tricked him, did like psyche play to try to take advantage of him, which he did, which put him at a disadvantage, and then he sacrificed his arm to save Jiro. Well, not just his arm and his side. He pierced through his sides. The difference between the two is Endeavor pushed through all of the things that he was going through, the adversities and stuff like that, and just like screamed. Because really, in reality, if Endeavor was standing still and like let's say the fight ended like in the air, Endeavor would like either die or he would be out, like without a shadow of a doubt. It's just one of those. Hey. He doing his thing, you know. Like he has to sacrifice himself. But don't act like freaking what's the name. He's been at a disadvantage, especially because before the fight, before the thing, freaking All For One knew that he wasn't able to do anything against Endeavor, which is why he tried to play the mind games on Endeavor, which is the same thing he did to All Might. He tried to play mind games on All Might and Camino, and he did it because he knew he wasn't gonna be able to win without that. Well, who the strongest will be ultimately does not matter to the story. Please go back to watch Camino. I have watched 2-3 times. I subscribe because you're BA and I'm rocking with you, but he did. Again, so you got to remember, it's not about watching Camino, it's about reading Camino. So which is the most consistent? So if I go to the Hideout Raid arc, right, in the manga, and I read the Hideout Raid arc, and in the manga it shows the panel of All Might with lightnings and stuff like that as well, then it would mean that is that the anime took something from the manga and then added into the anime, right? But it didn't. That means that's just added VFX, whereas the lightning that's on Deku is in the anime and the manga. Does that make sense? Or it's in the manga first and it was adapted into the anime. So because it was in the manga first and adapted to the anime, I can say that Deku actually has lightning. Does that make sense? I think that makes sense, right? So that's what I'm talking about. Like, I mean, I'm not saying it didn't happen in the story. It's just not a consistent thing. It's not something that you can really say All Might has lightning. You can only say that for an anime. But if I go to the manga and it doesn't show that, which I don't believe it does, but if I go to the manga and it doesn't show him with lightning, then guess what? All Might doesn't have lightning because Horikoshi is the creator, is the mangaka, he's the artist for the story. And if he doesn't draw the art and he never draws the art anywhere else, then what does that mean? That means that Horikoshi interprets All Might to not have lightning. whereas he has, he does for Deku. That's rational because I have seen a lot of shonen and the MC are stronger than the rival. That's not a rational way of that's not a rational way of thinking. That's the opposite actually. I wouldn't say it's irrational. I would say it's just simple minded. And that's just what it is. Simple mindedness is not rational. So I mean, that's like saying every time I walk into the door, every time I walk into let's say hypothetically, right? Every time you walk into the door, somebody freaking slaps a coyote, and you walk into the door 3 times, and then somebody slaps a coyote at all 3 times, and it's like actually in reality thinking that is like something that actually is like true. What is it? What did they say in psychology class? What did they say? Correlation does not equal causation, right? Just because things are correlated does not mean that the cause of it is you walk into the door and somebody just slaps a coyote. It could just be coincidence, right? So simple as that, right? It doesn't make it a rational thing just because a lot of series makes main characters strong. Because you can't tell me why Deku is stronger than Bakugo right now. There's literally nothing that you can tell me. I don't believe, right? So that's the thing, right? Like you can't tell me that Deku is stronger than Bakugo. You can't. Like what is it based off of? That he's the main character? That's just okay. Well, why wasn't he the strongest in the beginning of the story? Right? When did he become the strongest? Oh, so you mean we had to wait 300 chapters for him to become the strongest or stronger than everybody? Okay, so because we had to wait 300 chapters for him to become stronger than everybody, that means that for the 90% of the story, he was not stronger than Bakugo. Okay, well then what? Then how? Like, where are you saying that he will eventually become stronger than Bakugo, or at the end of the series he's going to be stronger than Bakugo? Like you see, like these are the questions that will come from that, right? Like that's what I'm talking about. That's what makes it like an irrational statement. It's not really based off of anything. Like you're saying that Deku is stronger. He's not stronger, 1, but 2, it's not based on anything. It's not based on anything. Like just because things are similar don't mean that it is true. Just because he's the main character, and because Naruto's the main character, and because Goku's the main character, and Goku's stronger than Vegeta, and Naruto's stronger than Sasuke, doesn't mean that Deku is stronger than Bakugo, because he's not. He's not. Now, if you say at the end of the series, maybe we'll see. We don't know. What if Deku dies at the end of the series? Is he stronger than Bakugo then? No, because he's dead. Right? Like so this is why it's an irrational thought. Because you can't argue any of the things that I've asked. You can't. Like, you can't say, at the end of the series, he's going to be stronger than him. But what if he dies? And then Bakugo's still alive? Are you saying that Bakugo is just not going to train? Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, this is the problem with having futuristic thoughts. Right? So yeah. But that is not rational thinking. That's very simple-minded thinking, and thinking that correlation equals causation. Let me scroll up. Do you think Horikoshi might do a sequel? I think so. I hope so, rather. Overall, it's just my thought and analysis, and I just wanted to know your thoughts. Keep it up, though. Wait, hold up. What were you talking about? Oh, okay. You're talking about the lightning. Do you think All Might will come back in this fight? There's no need for him. He's not. Unless you're going to say Erie will want him to his prime, which will be the biggest nonsense that I would not like that. I would not like that at all. I personally, that's something that I would not like. If Erie just rewinds All Might in his prime off screen and All Might just shows up, I'm like, yo, what the freak? Like what? Like what? Where did this come from? Like that's something that I'm like, yo, okay, like Hori, like at least give me a setup. You know what I'm saying? It is worth nothing but that Bakugo injured Shigaraki's face so badly in the fight. So if Deku really is really stronger, he would need to do worse than that. Do you think? No, because Bakugo did that when he didn't have an awakening. So that's a whole different situation. Do you think? And also, he also did it. He didn't do it with it. No, I'm not gonna go that deep. Do you think I already said that? What would happen if Star fought 100% Shigaraki instead of 98% Shigaraki at the time? I don't know. I definitely don't know. Because I mean, she'll eventually die because she doesn't know his name. So regardless of what, like, oh, she'll still die because she doesn't know his name. If you say that she knows his name, then she'll kill him. But no, she'll die. It makes sense, bro. I have to go back and read that part in the manga. I hadn't considered that before you said it. Plus, 100% Shiggy would be the final Quirk singularity form, so Star would have no chance. If Shigaraki uses decay in his quirk with his massive arms, how would they destroy for you? Wait, what? I mean, they would destroy a lot. I definitely don't get that question. They would do the same thing. I mean, they would destroy as much as Shigaraki wants because he can control what he decays or not. So since decay from normal 5 fingers can destroy mountains, I mean, that just mean that you'll just destroy a lot. I guess There are a number of Marvel comic readers who don't like a lot of Marvel movies or series because of how they miss for the source material. Yeah, that's true. Bro, okay, name me 3 anime where the rival is stronger than the main character. Ain't no way. What is happening? That's not rational thought. Just because Naruto is stronger than Sasuke and Goku is stronger than Vegeta doesn't mean that Deku right now is stronger than Bakugo. Because again, you have to ask, okay, when did was Deku stronger than Bakugo in the beginning of the series when he was quirkless? Well, no, he wasn't. So when did Deku get stronger than Bakugo? Right? And it took 280, 290, almost 300 chapters for that to happen. So for 300 chapters, and we're only on 366, Bakugo has been stronger than Deku. And now you're trying to say that because Naruto is the same. You see what I'm saying? That logic doesn't make sense because he's been a main character. He's been a main character his entire, for the entirety of his of the story. So to say because he's a main character doesn't make sense because main characters usually don't start off as the strongest. So that would be incorrect as well. Deku might become the strongest. Never said he is the strongest. Now you said that he's stronger than Bakugo because he's the main character. You said that. Deku is the most overrated character in the series. I'm going to try to peach one. Deku said he's the greatest hero. He didn't say he's the greatest hero. Then there is no way if he actually died. If Deku died, then there is no time for him to narrate the story afterwards. So he's not probably dying. What was that skull bouncing around? Oh, it's an effect. Whenever you use an emoji, it kind of has the effect here. Wave check? Nah, I just got my haircut yesterday, guy. Relax. You wake early? Yeah, we already did our reaction. I need to get off of this so I can get myself ready for work. I got to take some people, present people onto an interview today. So, yeah. Then again, he needs time to narrate the whole manga. Gosh, I need to make videos about this stuff. Deku doesn't narrate the whole manga. Sheesh. Bakugo has got speed. I don't know, speed overstrength sometimes. Deku is stronger than Bakugo. This is my last comment, but I don't want to annoy you. Yo, before Bakugo got his power up, he was talking about Deku when he was like Is this what it takes? Huh? Is that a statement? I'm confused. This is my kind of equipment because I don't want to annoy you, yo. Before Bakugo got his power up, he was talking about Deku when he was like, is this what it takes? Okay. They're not waiting on him to smash up Shiggy. So he says, I say Deku is strongest because they're all waiting on him to smash up Shigaraki, and because Bakugo needed an entire class to catch Deku when Deku could just catch Bakugo if he wanted the last one. So there's nothing that actually implies that Deku will be able to catch Bakugo. There's nothing that you can actually state that will prove that, right? Besides, well, I think he's stronger, and that's not a logical way of thinking, right? Because that's neither here nor there, right? But there's literally there's nothing that you can base that off of, that Deku will be able to bring back Bakugo, right? Secondly, they weren't waiting on him to come smash them up. They created a plan specifically so that Deku could be the center focus of it, so that they can have a chance of actually defeating One for All for One. The reason why is because obviously One for All is better. It's One for All is the counter to All for One, and he was either gonna have to fight All for One, or he was gonna have to fight Shigaraki. But you can't go into war and then say we're not gonna have Deku fight anybody. That's not a realistic way of thinking. So he had to fight somebody, right? And who are you gonna set him up against? What, you gonna set him up against everybody else and have Shiggy fight everybody else until he eventually had to fight Deku? No, you have a team around Deku, right? And you say this is the strategy that we're gonna use to actively try to defeat this one person, right? That is what they were waiting on. They wasn't waiting on Deku to save the day. They had a plan, right? And then the only thing that prevented that plan from actually activating or from starting or whatever, or being executed on rather, right? Was Toga pulling Deku into a different warp hole, right? So if Toga didn't do what she did, then everything would be completely different. Right, because Deku would then be there, and they will be able to execute the plan that they needed to execute, right? So it's just not the case, right? I'm just trying to be consistent. What do you think? What you think is it's what it is, but right, it's just your reasoning, right? That's the thing I care about. I don't care if anybody thinks somebody's stronger. I care about the reasoning. If you bring up an argument and you're not going to be able to back it up without saying I just like the character. I mean, if you like the characters, then sure, but if you open up your opinions out to the world, expect those opinions to be challenged. And if you don't expect those, or you don't want those opinions to be challenged, then you shouldn't be talking about your opinions online. I'm not talking about you specifically, or just this is general knowledge or information that I think needs to be expressed. So, because I enjoy understanding people. So if you're going to say something like that, I want to understand why things are going the way they're, why do you think the way you think? And if you can't give me a legitimate reason, then there's no reason for you to even, you know what I'm saying? There's no reason for you to even speak. Because he's the main character is not a good enough reason for one to believe that Deku, is stronger or not, or will be stronger or not. I think Deku's the strongest because they're all waiting. Oh, I already read that. Do you think Final Form or Quirk to Shigaraki right now is stronger than Prime All Might, since his previous form was stated to be equal? Well, I don't think this is a form or power up. I'm sorry, I don't think this is a power up. I think this is just the evolution of his form, right? So, it's just that. Wise woke up and chose disagree. No, not at all. I'm just being consistent. Whether you think it's disagreeing or not, it's not about whether I agree or disagree with you. It's about whether the argument is consistent, right? If your argument is if I can hear your argument and it makes sense to me, then I would believe you. I would. But but I would also question. If I have my own counter argument, I would question. So that's the thing. Like that's the thing. So yeah, Angel, you tripping today. Starship versus the Goku, but she knows his name. That's not a realistic one. Star and Stripe would not be like. Are you saying she knows his name, but he doesn't know? I'm confused. Does he know her quirk, or does he know her quirk? If you're not gonna do that, then you're like, yo, that doesn't make sense. That's like saying Goku versus L, but Goku doesn't know L's ability, and L knows everything about Goku, including his name. So it just doesn't make sense. Like Deku, L's gonna, sorry, light, not L, but light. It's like Light's gonna sit down like Goku's like, what you doing there? Like, just give me a second, and write his name down, and he gonna kill him. Like that's not a good setup. Deku, every time an episode started, 80% of the population have developed powers called Quirk. This is the story of how he became the greatest hero. Again, he doesn't say that in the beginning of every episode. One. That was season 1. Neither here nor there. Also, the manga never says that this is the story of how he became the greatest hero. It said this is the story of how he became a great hero. Further, and I believe My Hero Academia chapter 323, when Class A brought Deku back to UA, right? When Class A brought Deku back to UA and Ochako did his speech, he changed that from this is the story of how I became the greatest hero to this is the story of how we all became the greatest heroes or great heroes, right? That's what he specifically said. So you can't switch it out now. You can't take one side and then not take the other because it's Deku talking, right? He said, this is the story of how I know how we all became great heroes. And in the beginning of the story, in the manga, it says, this is the story of how I became a great hero. So which one is true? Could Deku be great while also everybody else be great? Correct. That seems to be the case. I believe that's the case, right? So again, like it's all about consistency. It's not about agreeing or disagreeing. But like if you're if what you say does not add up to the actual manga, I'm going to point it out. Now what do you take with it is whatever you take with it, but I'm going to point it out. So how about I base my Yeah, you gotta go. Yeah, hide user. Ayashi, whatever. Yeah, you gotta go. Unless she wasn't talking to me. Wait, hold up. View deleted message. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, you gotta go. Let's view this message. Yeah, you were saying some weird stuff. You were saying some weird stuff. Often said its prime all might strength and durability, since he also said, oh yeah, talking about something else. Shigaraki, okay. Tamaki can't inflict damage on prime all might. Off one. Y'all going crazy in the chat right now. All right, y'all. No. I have to end this. I have to end this because it's about time for me to go ahead and get ready for work. So, but all right, y'all. I'll see y'all later. I'm gonna do more streams. I got a stream coming out tomorrow. The best villains in My Hero Academia. I got a stream coming out tomorrow. So, making some changes, making some moves. I might change my live stream channel to be like my manga reaction channel, and just change that to Hero Ovation Live. I don't know. We gonna see. Ooh. Yeah, y'all going crazy in the chat. But all right, y'all. I love y'all. Until next time, make sure you stand up and win your zone every single day. Fortnite move. Y'all going crazy.